Pisces, hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to my channel, Adrian Nelson here, and this is your general love reading for 8 to 14 August. Okay, take it as it resonates, please. And then I'm going to do your recent past. We're going to look at your current energy. We're going to look at what's coming towards you. What is your overall energy? We're going to clarify that, and we're going to look at maybe some things that can potentially creep up and mess things up for you. So we're going to look at what those things are, and then we're going to end off with some good news from the universe. Okay. So let's get started. Oopsie doopsie. Okay. Not this day. Alright. Okay. Apparently that wasn't the deck for you. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Alrighty, so recent past, current space, coming towards you, overall energy, Two of Staffs, which is the Two of Wands. This is a space of contemplation, Pisces, and the contemplation is actually, do I stay or do I go? I feel that there is that sense of, do I pursue this, do I just let it go? You know, do I pull the plug on this or not? Is what I'm getting for you over here. All right. In your recent past, we've got the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So maybe there's a lot of misery over here, or some misery over here at least, Pisces, that maybe you're not talking about it. This is a bit of a space of suffering in silence, okay? Maybe not wanting to seem weak. But also, maybe not for all of you, but for some of you, I almost feel that there might be some outbursts here happening. And remember, it's not really fair if you have an outburst towards someone else and they don't really understand the full details of what's going on, because I feel that maybe some innocent people might be getting the brunt here for maybe somebody else's actions. Okay. Current space, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Eight of Staffs, Eight of Wands. And in the energy coming towards you, there's the Queen of Swords, that's the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Lots of thoughts, lots of mind space. You know, going forward, you want to be in a space where you're going to be really, really grounded, because that is what's going to be really, really required of you, Pisces. And when I say grounded, I really mean you want to be soberly present in your life, you know, and obviously practicing grounding, you know, just envisioning or imagining that roots growing from the soles of your feet deep into the earth, you know, and obviously in the earth there's all the beautiful crystals, so you can envision yourself connecting with those beautiful crystals in the earth with that energy. Your body consists of about 60% of water. When you have crystal healing, it is the vibration of that energy of the crystals that they give out, the crystal energy that doesn't change, that is taken on by the water within your body, and that changes the sort of like the molecular structure of the water, and that's how the changes come about. So that's a good place to start. But what I'm really talking about is being very present in your life. The last thing you want to do at this particular point where you are at the moment, Pisces, is to gaslight yourself. All right. So this is a space where I feel going forward. So we're going to look at, but going forward, what I feel coming for you, it's a space where you want to be very soberly present. You want to be in the sober presence of your mind. Okay, this is not a space where you want to be not in the strength of your energy, and that encompasses, yes, you can look at the fairies and the angels and all those wonderful things, which are beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, you know, beings of light. But you also really want to, I feel there's a sense here, almost like needing to take responsibility for your actual life as a soul, having a human being experience. All right, we're going to clarify and see what that is all about. But in the recent past there, I feel that for somehow, it's almost like there was a step away. There might have been an expectation being with someone, you know, maybe maybe the general sort of consensus was that the two of you are going to be together forever. You're going to, you know, be together for the rest of your life. You're going to get married, or you're going to stay married. You're going to be in the connection, that sort of thing, you know, house, picket fences, children, or not even gender specific, you know. But I feel that for some reason, it's like you needed to reach for a higher purpose than that. So there was a sense of loss. There was a sense of crying, a sense of not sleeping well, feeling very overwhelmed, all those thoughts and things in the head. And I feel even for some of you, it's almost like some people might have come about and they've meant it really, really well to maybe, console you or be there for you. But it's also a sense of people not fully grasping the depth of the situation of what was going on. And even though energies might have come towards you, with a good intention to try and help you and support you and those type of things in life, I feel that you might have actually found it just sort of more frustrating, really. Okay. But there's a sense of, there's a real sense of balance happening in your life at the moment. Energy balancing, beautiful balancing taking place. I feel that you're taking care of the responsibilities that a person needs to take care of as a soul that's having a human being experience. So your finances, your job, your confidence, your home. It's all those loose ends. I feel you're really taking care of those type of things. Looking at what isn't working, what is keeping you stuck, what is not so nice. Really focusing on that and saying, this is my vision, this is my goal, this is where I want to go. But what is holding you back? And I feel that for some of you, that is your significant other, that is your partner. You may have realized that in the recent past there, and I feel that whilst you did a lot of inner work in the recent past, elevating your own energy and stuff, there was also that painful realization there that you have to actually, let someone go. You have to let the connection go. And it's hard for you because obviously, the beautiful thing with you, Pisces, is that, when you connect to someone, when you commit to someone, you become one with that person. There is no separation. Nothing else really makes sense. Celine Dion, who's Pisces, she speaks about that quite often with herself and her husband. She would explain that we were one, and even though it's past, they are still one. There's still that connection. And for some of you, you had to step away from that, and it was absolute hell. Even if you haven't physically stepped away, you realize that you had to step away. And going forward, I feel that you realize that you have to sever the cord. And it's almost like, like if you look at this character over here sort of holding up the hands, that is sort of like the last thing that you want to do. But also I feel that there's that realization that it is time to sever the cord. Okay. Some of you might have dealt with someone that is almost like, it was almost parasitic in a way, that sense of almost like, like the baby being connected to the umbilical cord of the mother. There comes a time where it's in the best interest of both to sever that cord. And it was time to sever that cord for you in this connection. Oops. And I'm sorry, because I see for some of you, there's even a space where, things couldn't even be salvaged any longer. So I do send you lots of love if there is a situation that you're dealing with at the moment. Clarifying for you, the Two of Stars, the overall energy. You've got the World, you've got the Eight of Swords showed up again, because remember the Eight of, no, that's the Eight of Stars. The Eight of Swords is also showing up the energy going forward for you. Okay. And then also the Six of Pentacles. So, yeah, there was definitely the end of a cycle, end of a very challenging cycle, very difficult cycle. I feel that not necessarily for all of you, but this is feeling like you dealt with an energy that you knew wasn't going to change, so you had to change, okay, for your own greater good. There's a change in your energy starting to take place from a sense of lack of limitation to more. Okay, let's look at that Eight of Cups there in the recent past. What is it that you needed to step away from? The Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the King of Swords. This is you, Pisces. My heart is going out to you for those of you that are having this, because, there were the Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, and the King of Swords. You had to step away from that one true connection. You just had to step away. There was no two ways around it. Just going to draw one card for that Nine of Swords. And for that Nine of Swords in the recent past, it's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you had to step away in order to really be able to experience that which it is that you really want to have. And I feel in a space like that, Pisces, it doesn't even matter whether the person is still physically within your vicinity, because you have severed the cord. Okay, let's look at this Eight of Stars, this Eight of Wands in your current space. The Devil, which I saw at the bottom of the deck, and I started to shuffle and I saw it again. Oh, well, there it came out again. So it definitely wants to come out. It's a darker side of yours, that Scorpio sort of side of yours, you know, that side within us that we sometimes don't like about ourselves. And then when we have it within it, it reflects in other people, and it's a very unpleasant experience. So you have to let go of that. So the Devil, the Two of Wands, and the Chariot energy. Yeah. I feel that for some of you, you actually saw how trying to hold on actually made things worse and not better. So this is where we sometimes create challenges for ourselves from very good intentions, but you knew that it was time to step forward and to move forward with that hope and with that pain. You had to move forward with the hope and the pain. It sort of like was the only way for you in the current space. But let's look at what's coming towards you. So the Queen of Swords. So for the Queen of Swords, look how amazing this is. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. It's really time to take that proactive energy. Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords. So going forward, there is that release taking place. There is that severing of the cord. There is that, leaving the past behind, leaving the person behind, moving forward within yourself, within your energy, within your own potential. I just sense that it's necessary, okay? Let's look at the Eight of Swords and the energy coming towards you. Oh, beautiful news. The Three of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Swords. This is just letting you know about your inner strength. It lets you know that you've got that it takes. It lets you know that the connection has served its purpose. That you've grown, that you have learned the lessons that you needed to learn from this. And now it's time to let that cycle go. It's time to heal that parts within yourself going forward that the lesson has brought you to, that the person has brought you to. Because remember, we are all soulmates. And sometimes in order to move forward, we need love to help us move forward. But then, when that love has sort of served its purpose, we sort of want to hold on sometimes, but it is a time to let go and release, which can be very painful, but it's a realization that it's time to move forward there. So let's see what is the big thing that you are discovering there with the Ace of Swords going forward. New beginnings, Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. This is infinite potential. All right, so I feel that for some of you, it could be that in a sense that you sort of settled and you didn't want to release and you didn't want to let go. But this is a space of new beginnings and love coming for you. It's a space where you can actually build towards something positive and something beautiful that does make your heart smile and that does make yourself sort of sparkle, and like your molecules dance and all those type of things. So there's a beautiful new beginning that is coming your way, but there's a lesson that you needed to learn, and this is an energy of infinite potential, beautiful promise that is coming towards you. Now let's look at some of the things that you maybe want to look out for, Pisces. Some of the things that might sort of creep up on you and cause challenges. Okay. 4 cards came out. So first of all, we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Okay, so again, the changing energy, that reconnection. And for some of you, you might, if you dealt with someone in the past, and that letting go and that hurt and that pain and that sort of thing, that separation, it might be in a space where you might feel that they are the one that you have to go back to. I don't really get that. Look at this. Wow. That's why it's 4 cards, because it's about balance. So you've got the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Now, I will never presume to tell you what it is that you should do, but from what I can see in this space over here, Pisces, going back to that ex, to that previous connection, what you healed from, what you grew from, what you had to cry from, that the cord that you needed to sever, going back to that can actually, it's almost like second chances can only really cause, unnecessary pain over here, because then it's just the same cycle, but it's amplified now. All right, let's look at the overall energy. Not this one. Okay, I thought that was a nice one, but okay. Overall energy for you from the universe, positive message for you. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Page of Fire, Page of Wands, new emotional beginning, new emotional connection. All right, so that's actually beautiful. And if that's what you want, first of all, if you're in a challenging space, I'd like to send you a lot of love from my heart, Pisces. And If you're open to accepting this new beginning and working with the universe, I would just take in a nice deep breath, surrender to the universe and claim it for myself. I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing and subscribing. Remember to hit that notification bell. If you want to have a personal reading with me or you want to have regression hypnosis with me, I just need to let you know from the time of this reading coming up for about 2 weeks, I'll have space available as I normally do, even though there's obviously a waiting list for some sessions and readings. But after 2 weeks, I'm going to be quite busy and I might not have a lot of time for personal readings and to maybe do regression hypnosis sessions. So if you want to have a session with me, if you want to have a reading with me, there's a link in the description. Do send me an email. Let's find you a space and a time to do that. If you're interested in learning to read the tarot for yourself, there's a link down below in the description that you can click on for my detailed online tarot reading course. Thank you for your time, your energy, love and light. See you next time. Namaste. Love and light.